Okay guys, so today I'm going to be working out problem number 17. Okay, and problem number 17 deals with income tax and net pay. Okay, I went ahead and wrote those here. Income tax and net pay are topics that are fairly new to you guys, especially because you haven't, most of you have not had a job. Okay, income tax refers to the amount that a government taxes you based on percentages over a course of a year. Okay, so for example, me, I earn so much money a year. At the end of the year, the government charges you a particular amount. Okay, which is known as income tax, based on depending, if you earn $50,000, you get taxed a certain percent, as opposed to if you earn $1 million, they'll tax you a different percent. I went ahead and uploaded a picture, and I'll go ahead and put it next to this video so you can see the difference in taxation. And you'll be surprised, the more money you make, ideally, you're supposed to get taxed more, right? They're supposed to take more from you, and as you can see in the picture, that's not even true. The less money you make, the more they're taxing you, which means the more they're charging you. Okay, income tax refers to, like I said, a percentage that they're charging you, a percentage that is that you get to get charged. A lot of people know income tax as, the income tax time of the year where your parents get money and they get a refund and they get I guess money back. Okay, and what I want you to understand though is that in income tax, yeah, you're getting money back, but they're also taking money from you. Okay, so the check you get back is the actual, once they do all the math, is what was left over. Okay, basically that's what it is. But if you notice in your paycheck, there's a section that says withholding, and they're taking money from your paycheck. So if I work $7 an hour and I work 10 hours, that would be $70, right? You work 10 hours for $7. But in reality, when you get your paycheck, you wouldn't get a $70 paycheck. You would get the taxes taken off, the insurance taken off, so you might end up just with $50. You did $70 worth of work, but they only gave you $50, okay? Because there's a lot of different taxes, reductions that are happening in a paycheck. And whether you think it's fair or not, that's kind of how it is, okay? And it's based on percentages. So that's what income tax is about. Another word that is also introduced is net pay. Net pay refers to how much you're actually gonna end up with, okay, after taxes. That is your net pay, okay? Now, if let's say, like I said in the example right now, they tax you so much, so you end up with, let's say, $50. That would be your net pay. Your gross income refers to how much you actually made. So going back to this example that I just said, your gross income would be $70. That's how much you should have made. But your net pay is what you actually ended up earning. Does that make sense? Now, the income tax is the percent from this, okay? Okay, so again, gross income refers to how much you should have made. Net pay refers to how much you actually got paid, okay? So we'll write that real quick. Should have made. And this refers to what I got paid. And this is what they took from me. Now, again, most people know this one because their parents tell them, oh, it's income tax time. They get a check of $3,000, $4,000 every year. And that's what they know. They think income tax means they're actually getting money back from the government. Free money. And this doesn't work like that. Income tax does not refer to free money. Income tax refers to they're taking money from you. And what you got back is what they said, okay, well, we already took enough from you, here's what's left over. So if they took 2,000 from you, I mean, if you got 2,000 back, they probably took like 10,000. They probably took like 3,000, 4,000. That's how this works, okay? So what I want you to understand is gross income means what you should have made. Net pay refers to what you actually got paid, you know? Because you're not, you know, like I said earlier, if you work $70 worth, you're not gonna get that, okay? Because when you work in America, you have to pay to work in America, okay? You can't work here for free, which is, by all means, it's fair, right? You get a chance to work. So, again, income tax refers to what they're taking from you. The income tax refund is something else, okay? And that deals with the IRS. Now, going back to problem number 17, it's telling you that Miss Mason earned $186,320. So, I'm gonna go ahead and write it here. Miss Mason earned 186 and 320. This is problem number 17. Okay? She earned that much. Now, they give you a tax bracket. So where exactly does she fall within that tax bracket? Well, if you notice a couple of rows down, I don't know if you can see it here, but it gives you a different section where she might end up in. Okay, and in this case, she falls under where it says over 89,350, but not over 186,350. Okay, so she falls under this bracket. Okay, over 89,350, but not over 186,350. Okay, that's where she falls. So the government has different tax brackets. Okay, and in this case they use that as an example. And when you fall under a certain amount, let's say you made so much money, they're gonna tax you differently. Okay, like I said earlier. And in this case, they're gonna tax this person. Let's see, where's my write? I'm gonna write it down here. Okay. They're gonna tax this person $18,000, 18,193.75 plus 28% of excess over 89,350. Okay, this is what's being taxed. This is what they're gonna take from her. Okay, this is what they're actually gonna take from her big old chunk of money that she made. Okay, so at the end of the year, remember what I told you? Income tax refers to money that they're taking from you. The government says this is what we're gonna take from her. Okay, so we gotta break down the problem. Okay, the first thing we gotta find out is how much she's over 89,350. So I'm gonna take her amount, 186 and 320, and this is what she's over. Okay, minus 89,350. So go ahead and work that out yourself. Okay, 12, 7. 9, 15. So she's over 96,970. You guys agree? Okay? That's how much she's over. So they're going to charge her 28% of her overage. Okay? Overage. They're going to charge her 28% of how much she's over. Okay? So I got to find out what is 28% of 96,970. Okay, I gotta find out how much is 28% of that. I'm gonna turn this into a decimal, just like we've been doing with the other palms. Of means to what? Multiply 96 and 970. So somebody do that real quick. Tell me what this answer is. 0.28 times 96,907. Okay? Now, this just refers to this overage, this section right here. Okay? This section is the overage, and it's the taxation. Okay? 28%. Just that section that they're going to take from you. So, 0.28 times 96,970 is, anybody?
27,151.
27,151.
151.
27,151, right?
Mm-hmm. 0.6, but
0.6, which is 0.60 if you want to talk about money. So they're going to take this chunk from her. Okay, remember how I said income tax refers to the money that they're taxing you, the money that they're taking from you. So this is just part of it. So this part right here, if I could rewrite it with a different color, is 27,151.60. But they're also gonna tax you $18,000. Remember I said we're gonna tax you 18,193 plus 28% of the overage. Okay, so it's this plus this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that over here real quick. Okay, we're gonna charge her 18,193.75 plus 27,151.60. Okay, somebody work that out real quick. And while they're doing that, again, this is what they're taxing them, guys. You're not gonna end up with how much you made. Okay, that's just the reality of the situation. You know, as soon as you get your first job, you're gonna understand this really quick. Okay, ask your parents. Okay, and if your parents don't know how income tax works, this is a good time to explain it to them. You know, show them the video. You know, this is very brief example, but in reality, you know, it's based on percentages, and depending on how much they make, that's how much they get taxed. Okay, and this information, I can upload a link where they show you the tax brackets. Okay, and you can show your parents. Okay, mom and dad, they're gonna charge you 10% of what you made because you make so much money. Does that make sense? So those are good conversations to start having with your parents. You know, it makes you look a lot sharper. Okay, so 18,193.75 plus this is what?
45,345.
45,000.
345.
345.35.
0.35.
So this is what they're gonna tax you. Okay? This is the total that they're gonna tax you. So you made so much money, and then they're gonna take this from you. So what we know, order of operations about taxing or subtracting is, I just said it, I guess. Taxing is the subtraction. Okay, so I have 186, 320 that I made, but they're gonna tax me $45,000, 345.35. Okay, so they work this one out real quick. Look how much money they're gonna take from you. You earned 186,000, but they're gonna take 45,000 from you. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount. I earned it, but they keep it. I think it's personally crazy. Okay, so again, I could teach a whole course on just this part of accounting, and it's ridiculous. Okay, so here, how much is it?
140,000.
140,000.
974.
974.65.
0.65.
That's a lot.
Which the answer is D. Okay, that is what you're actually gonna end up with. Okay, that is what you're gonna end up with. You earned 186,000, but you only actually received 140,000. Okay, that's how much you got to see money-wise. Because they charged you $18,000 plus 28% of anything that was over 89,000. So once you hit that 89,000 mark, anything over, they charged you 28%. Okay, that's why I had to break down the problem first. This was my overage above 89,000, and then I took 28% of that. Okay, please watch this video several times, guys, so you can absorb the information that I'm teaching. Okay, really good problem. You got percentages, you got subtraction. There's a lot going on in this problem. There's the three words that I said: gross income, net pay, income tax. Okay, and you watch this problem a couple of times. In the start test, they're gonna give you maybe 2 questions and easy money. Okay, because you know how to do percents. That's something that we've been doing day in and day out. Okay, it's just a matter of setting up the problem, knowing what each word means. Income tax doesn't mean that you're gonna get money back at the end of the year. It means that they're gonna take a lot from you. I just proved it to you. Okay, net pay means what you actually see. You know, what you're able to take to the store to. Gross income is what you should have seen. Okay, so hopefully this video helped. Ask me any questions, email me. Thank you very much.